There's something new going on with appraisals and you're going to want to know about it. Tara Ryan here, and today's tip from Tara is about the new appraisal options coming out from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Some of you may be aware of what we would call in the industry the PIW, Property Inspection Waiver, and for buyers with a larger down payment and good credit, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac would look and see, hey, do we have any information about this particular address? And in some cases would issue a waiver allowing us to not have to do an appraisal at all. And of course, as you know, here on my team, we're able to check for that waiver for you for buyers who have been pre-approved with us before you make the offer. It's a great little tip. Well, they've come up with something new. And what they're doing is they're saying, okay, well, we'd like to offer this value waiver in more instances, but they're concerned about the risk of not having somebody physically going in the property to make sure, for example, that there may not be serious repairs, that the property is not in a very distressed state and they wouldn't know about it. So what they've come up with is this in-between thing, and they're calling it basically, there's a couple of names for it, but they're adding on their acceptance of the value with something called a property data report. We're calling it a PDR. And what this means is they're allowing lenders to send out folks who are not full appraisers to physically inspect the interior of the property, take pictures, take measurements, and check the condition of the property to produce a report to go along with the file into Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. This report does not contain a value. It's not required to be provided to the buyer, and there's no time frame of having to receive it 3 days before closing or anything like that. It's a behind the scenes activity. However, you need to know more and more on deals where we do not need a full appraisal. We may need, in many more instances, this property data report, which does involve a physical inspection of the property. Okay. Hey, no judgment here, right? Obviously, I enjoyed the property inspection waivers. We use them a lot, and I'm a big fan of just knowing that we don't have to deal with that issue. This is a little bit more risk because it's possible the appraiser could find some item in need of repair, right? So if you had a home that had an active leak or clearly has mold issues or something like that, that is something that could come up on these types of loans. But I do think it will allow Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to feel more comfortable to increase the scope of options where they're allowing us to do the value acceptance. And that means we can proceed without being worried what the appraisal value is going to be. So let me know what questions you have. You'll start seeing more of this happening, and I wanted you to know what it was and why it's happening before it happened on one of your buyers or one of your listings. As always, we are here to help. We are working this weekend, as always, and if you like this type of content, like and subscribe so you continue to get more. Have a great week.